All right, check this out. We are testing a prime lens, the 55mm Sony Zeiss 1.8, and we're going to put it up against the 28-75 G2 Tamron lens at around the 55 equivalent angle. And we're going to check this out, and we're going to see if a prime lens is really needed. Of course, it's going to give me more background and all that stuff, more background bokeh. But let's check it out real quick, guys, and let's just see if you can get away with just getting the 28-75 for the most part and save yourself some money. Or does it really add that extra pop to use a prime lens? So let's give it a test. This is a Tamron 28-75 G2. How's this look? This is about 56mm-ish equivalent, and we're at 1000 ISO, 2.8 on the lowest as this goes. Obviously, 2.8 throughout the whole focal range. So how's this look? We're going to swap out this 55mm 1.8 Sony Zeiss lens, and we're going to run that at 2.8, and then we'll kick it over to 1.8 to see the difference. Okay, this is all the settings the exact same with the Sony Zeiss 55 1.8 on the Zve-1. So a little overexposed in the back, but I just wanted to see how they gauged. So this is 2.8, running the same settings. It didn't change anything. We're doing 60 frames per second because we can, uncropped on the Zve-1. So that's pretty fun. All right, and I'm using the Creators app, just so you know. Hey, works great. Wi-Fi. Don't need an external monitor that way. Now, obviously, we're way overexposed, so now we can drop the ISO. Okay, now we're at the 1.8 at the same focal length, everything. I just kicked it down to 1.8. Now I'm at ISO 400, so might be a little cleaner image, but this is what we're at. Okay, so 400 ISO, 1.8. So now the background bokeh. But other than that, is the image quality that much different from the Tamron 28-75 versus the prime lens? Or is it just the background bokeh that you're really... I mean, every lens is a little different. It has its own character. But how does this look, right, compared to the Tamron? You let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to see what you think, and I'll give you a final conclusion at the end of what I think is the best. All right, guys, here we have the head-to-head battle. Zeiss is on the right, Tamron 28-75 G2 on the left. Now, looking at these side by side, guys, there's really not that much of a difference. One thing you will notice is there's a little more contrast in the Zeiss 55 on the right-hand side. Now, they're both set at 2.8 right now. Okay, so they're basically equivalent to the same aperture to kind of keep them apples to apples. If you had either one of these, like if you were going to shoot at 2.8, other than the little contrast you can adjust in post, you would know the difference. You would know the difference. Head-to-head, you wouldn't know which one is which unless I told you probably. But let's kick this over to 1.8 on the Zeiss on the right. Now 2.8 on the Tamron, of course. Doesn't go any lower than that. Now, we knew this was going to happen on the upper right on the whiteboard. Now you can see the bokeh. Okay, it is more blurred out. So head-to-head, you're going to see this difference. But completely honest, I'm kind of a prime snob. I thought there'd be more of a difference. I knew there'd be a bokeh difference. But if these were not head-to-head, shooting at 2.8 is actually, I mean, fine. Like all you have the budget for is one lens. Bought it used, $600. 2.8, 28-75 G2. That's a great way to go, guys. I mean, I'm kind of shocked because I'm a prime snob when it comes to this, but I'll use the Zeiss still probably for talking heads just because I have it and there's a little more contrast. But completely honest, guys, the Tamron is an amazing lens. It really is. It looks wonderful next to a prime, and it holds up. I mean, you'll lose, obviously, if you're extreme low light, if you're really in low light, that's where the prime's going to make a difference. And it does have the light gathering ability to shoot in lower light. So if you have less light, and that obviously, that's why it's good. But I say if you get like a 28-75 G2 and you get one prime, that's really all you need. Like, get the prime to cover the low light. For most people, I mean, I think that's fine. I honestly, that's my conclusion. Like a 2-lens solution. I sold off a couple of my lenses because I didn't need them. If you can find a used Tamron G2 for $600 or so, man, bam, buy that. Bam, you're good. All right, guys, have a great day.